One of the largest and oldest religious organizations of mankind resides in the Catholic Church. With more than 1.36 billion members and 2 millennia of existence, it imposes itself as the only organization that knows the truth about everything that transcends and mortal life. However, there have been countless dark cases covered up by the different popes who have been at the head of this great organization, arranging meetings where the sin of lust abounded. Today, we will unmask some of the secrets that the Catholic Church has tried so hard to bury deep in its history. Banquet of Chestnut, the Vatican's wild party. Possibly one of the biggest scandals in which the Catholic Church has been involved with is this huge event called the Banquet of the Chestnuts, where important eminences of the religious circle enjoyed a wild party. Even religious figures needed to blow off steam every now and again, especially during the bloated, indulgent period of 16th century Rome. Held firmly in place by the influence of the notorious Borgia family, the great Renaissance city was subject to much of what Pope Alexander VI and his second son Caesar did. Prone to self-indulgent excess, the Borgias epitomized the corruption and blatant debauchery of the period by throwing lavish social events for the privileged set with a rather discerning guest list. One such occasion arose the night of October 30, 1501, when a huge banquet was organized in the papal palace, including both nobility and senior officials of the Catholic Church. But it also included prostitutes, nude entertainment, and all-night sex games. The infamous party later became known as the Banquet of the Chestnuts and has gone down in history as one of the raciest nights in medieval history, and that's saying something. Although widely disputed, the feast was legitimized by a first-hand written account and shed considerable light on the morality of the papal office, particularly the negativity surrounding the Borgia rule. Salacious though it was, this notorious feast did more than just entertain. It illuminated the duplicitous and flawed nature of religious authority and reminded the masses that even highly moral men touched by God need to get down sometimes. The infamous banquet was thrown in honor of the season and hosted by Pope Alexander VI and his son Caesar Borgia, who made sure the food was delectable and the wine plentiful. Held in the official residence of the Pope himself, the Apostolic Palace with over 1,000 rooms, the invitation was extended only to his inner circle. The banquet table overflowed with roasted meats, dried fruit, and all sorts of sweet delicacies as servants bustled around the room filling wine glasses in quick succession. 50 of Rome's finest prostitutes had been included in the guest list, and the air was buzzing with sexual tension as the candles burned low and the last dishes were cleared. The servants removed the candelabras from the table and placed them on the floor, introducing the next chapter in the evening's activities. Among the many guests, the hired courtesans began to dance seductively and undress while chestnuts were strewn around the floor. The burning flames illuminated the wide eyes and delighted grins of the watching guests as the women began crawling around on all fours, picking up the chestnuts with their nether regions, sometimes 2 at a time. At an hour when the Pope should have been at prayer, he was likely pouring himself a fresh glass of Montepulciano d'Abruzzo and enjoying the show with 2 of his favorite children, Caesar and Lucrezia Borgia. It wasn't long before the dinner guests got involved, throwing down barrettes, brooches, and even gloves for the dancers to pick up. Those with more ambition decided to burn off dinner by getting down and dirty with their choice of courtesan, quickly turning the shindig into a scene that would make Caligula proud. Prizes were soon announced for anyone, including cardinals and priests, with the most ejaculations, and tunics of silk and other fineries were handed out to the winners by the Pope himself. Of course, Vatican historians have worked hard through the years to disprove this lurid account of a papal orgy, claiming those details were fabricated by enemies of the Church. But titillating as it may be, the Banquet of Chestnuts is not a story easily dismissed by history. Pope Alexander VI was widely regarded as one of the controversial religious figures of the Renaissance period, while his surname Borgia has become synonymous with scandal, nepotism, and incest. The blasphemous celebration lasted until the wee hours of the morning, which prevented the Pope from attending the All Saints' Day ceremonies taking place that same morning. We may never know for sure if this happened, but whatever the truth is, it's undeniable the malignant corruption that corrodes this institution, with numerous scandals that continue to arise even today. Thanks for watching, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for all interesting history rewinds.